Hi, I'm Chirag from CP Utility Solutions, and I'm here today with the Professional Heating and Plumbing Installer magazine, and we're going to be carrying out a boiler service for a customer. As part of the service, we're going to be checking the water quality, and if required, we're going to be topping up the inhibitor levels with some Sentinel X100 InstaDose, which is a new pouch version of inhibitor, which makes access and dosing a lot more easier. Follow me and let's get started. So we just finished doing the boiler service, and where I drained the water out the boiler to check the water quality, I ran it through the Sentinel InstaCheck test, and it has come back with low inhibitor levels, which is good because we've got some InstaDose here. So we're going to go ahead and add that into the system filter, which I'll show you in a minute. It's in quite an awkward, tight space below the boiler. It's not possible to actually get the lid off the filter, which is a perfect scenario to be able to get the InstaDose in, because it's going to be in a tight angle. I'm going to use the flexi tube to get it in and pre-dose the system. Right, let's get this filter re-dosed up. As you can see, it's quite tight to the bottom of the boiler, but with our InstaDose, it shouldn't give us any problem. And as you can see, this isn't a Sentinel filter, but it still works on all filters. I'm just going to remove the bleed point completely. Okay. That's the filter drained out. The drain plug back in, otherwise we'll be wasting all the precious inhibitor. Right, and a little tip, when adding the inhibitor in, even though we can't remove the filter or the top of the filter completely, we can crack it, and that's important because we need to be able to let the air push out in order for the inhibitor to go in. If I do it now as it is, we've basically just got a pocket of air in here, and the inhibitor is just going to start spilling out. So what I tend to do is I just crack the filter. So it just means that it allows the air to get in, air to come out whilst we're putting the inhibitor in. Now, I'll show you how easy it is. So we've taken off the attachment on the front for the filling loop, and we're just going to be using the one for the bleed point. So it's the thin little nozzle. And we want to pop that in like so. And squeeze. You can see by undoing the top of the filter, it's allowing the inhibitor to go in without it spilling out. It just takes a little bit of time because obviously the hole for the bleed point is quite small. So the good thing is you don't have to worry about having to tip the pouch upside down or anything. You hold it in any orientation and just squeeze, and all the liquid just do its thing. Right, one pouch of inhibitor added. Now let's close that back up. Now, as you can see, this isn't a Sentinel filter, but we can add the InstaDose into any brand filter. So they've made it universal, so it's not just fit for their own products. You can add the inhibitor into any filter as long as you've got a bleed point or anything like that. Even in tight spaces, that's done. Just got to open up isolation valves. But in essence, we're done. System has been topped up with inhibitor, even in the tightest of spaces, and we're good to go. Another way that you can add the InstaDose into a heating system is via a towel radiator. So for this, all we need to do is isolate the 2 valves underneath the towel rail. We're going to open up the bleed point here, and we're going to let the pressure out. We're going to siphon some of the water out of the towel rail, and then we're going to add the InstaDose in and make sure that the inhibitor levels are up to standard. Right, that's 1 down. Okay, the next point that we're going to show how you can add some inhibitor in is through a radiator. Standard central heating radiator, what we're going to do is isolate both sides of the radiator. We're going to drain the pressure out the radiator. We're going to crack the nut there, drain some of the water out the radiator so we've got some space for the inhibitor to go in. Then we're going to use the InstaDose to top up the inhibitor via this radiator. I'm going to add this in now. So as you can see, that's how easy it is to add the Sentinel X100 InstaDose into a central heating radiator as well. Right, Sentinel X100 InstaDose. What do I like about it? Well, firstly, it comes in a squeezy pouch, which means it's easier to store on the van. It also comes with a bendy flexible tube. So this means you can get the inhibitor into the tightest of spaces. You've also got multiple different attachments, which means you can add it into multiple different situations, such as radiator bleed point, towel rail, and system filters, including Sentinel's own ones, which makes it a perfect all-in-one solution. Finally, once you finish dosing, the pouch itself is environmentally friendly because it's 100% recyclable. So make sure you keep some of these on your van as your van stock.